It's true that Jaclyn Smith had an affair with Tony Curtis, as was said. Jane Smith was born in Houston, Texas, on October 26, 1945. She was born to Margaret Ellen Hartsfield and Jack Smith. Jaclyn grew up in a loving and supportive home. She became interested in the arts at a young age and loved dancing, fashion, and performance. Because they valued education and discipline, her parents pushed her to follow her artistic interests while also being responsible and determined. During her formative years in Houston, Jaclyn became a calm, stylish, and driven young woman. In the future, these traits would come to define her work in both business and Hollywood. The last school she attended was M.B. Lamar High School in 1964. Not only was she praised at school for how pretty she was, but also for how smart she was, how humble she was, and how good she was at performing arts. When Jaclyn was done with high school, she went to Trinity University in San Antonio, Texas. She went to a regular college at first and tried out a lot of different classes, but she was always drawn to the dance business. She chose to do one of the most important things in her young life because she loved dancing so much. After only a year, she had the courage to leave Trinity and follow her dream of going to New York City, where she joined the famous Balanchine School of American Ballet. This choice, which showed how brave she was and how much she wanted to express herself artistically, would shape her future. Early ballet training in Jaclyn gave her a lot of grace, discipline, and strong posture, which became a big part of her screen personality, even though she is best known as an actress and model. Modeling was Jaclyn Smith's first job in the entertainment business. Beginning in 1971, she started showing up in print and TV ads for Breck hair care products. People were quickly drawn to her because of how beautiful she was, how happy she looked, and how graceful she was. Her picture as a Breck girl went popular because it showed a beautiful, all-American woman that people could relate to and want to be like. Jaclyn became one of the most recognizable faces in American ads after her success with Breck. She did this by modeling for Listerine mouthwash and Wella balsam shampoo. As an actress, which she was able to do after becoming famous as a model, would be her most important job in Hollywood. In the 1969 movie Goodbye Columbus, she had her first uncredited part. This was her big break in the movie business. Even though it was a small part, it was the start of her playing career. In 1970, Jaclyn's appearance on TV in an episode of The Partridge Family showed how charming and interesting she was. In the same year, she made her acting start in the thriller The Adventurers, which gave her more chances to show how versatile she is as an actress. Even though these early parts weren't very important, they taught her a lot and gave her the confidence and on-screen persona that would make her a TV star. When she got her first recurring part in the police drama TV show MASH *, which ran from 1973 to 1975 and starred Dennis Weaver, her career took off. Her performance showed that she could play a dramatic part and that she had a range of strengths and weaknesses. In 1975, she got another recurring part on the TV show Switch, which added to her list of TV jobs. But in 1976, Jaclyn Smith's life would never be the same again after being cast as Kelly Garrett on Charlie's Angels. From 1976 to 1981, the show changed the world and made Jaclyn a famous name all over the world. As Kelly Garrett, she became a role model for women around the world because she was smart, stylish, and strong without being obvious. Some of Jaclyn's co-stars quit the show, but she stuck with it and was praised for her professionalism and loyalty. She became well known in pop culture and one of the most loved TV figures of the time with Charlie's Angels. As Jaclyn's TV fame grew, it became clear that she would mostly work in TV because she wasn't getting big movie parts as quickly. She was very picky about the work she did, though, and turned down a few chances that didn't fit with her values or goals. Notably, she turned down the lead part in the 1979 James Bond movie Moonraker because she already had other plans. That she made this choice showed that she was honest, dedicated to her job, and valued quality over fame or trends. Good things were said about the 1981 TV show Jacqueline Bouvier Kennedy, in which Jaclyn Smith played Jacqueline Bouvier Kennedy. A lot of people said that her actions showed she was more than just pretty because it was real, kind, and deep. She was a serious actress who could play difficult and complicated parts. 2 years later, she played the lead role in the popular TV movie Rage of Angels, 1983, which was based on Sidney Sheldon's book of the same name. Her part as Jennifer Parker, a driven lawyer who has to deal with both personal and professional problems, captivated viewers and became one of her most famous roles. Because the movie did so well, it was followed up by Rage of Angels, The Story Continues, 1986, which made her even more of a valuable TV star. In the late 1980s and early 1990s, Jaclyn kept up her great acting in plays and TV movies. Her range was shown by the smart, tough women she played in several movies, including The Bourne Identity, 1988, and Christine Cromwell, 1989 to 1990. She showed that she could make dramatic true stories seem real on screen in TV movies like Married to a Stranger, 1997, and Cries Unheard, The Donna Yaklitch Story, 1994. During the 2000s, Jaclyn kept working in TV. From 2002 to 2004, she played Vanessa Kavanaugh on The District. Her timeless beauty and skill made viewers love her. Fans were thrilled when she came back as Kelly Garrett in Charlie's Angels, Full Throttle in 2003. It was a nod to how famous she was. Jaclyn Smith didn't seem to slow down at all as she raised her age. Her parts in the hit TV show CSI, Crime Scene Investigation, 2012, and Law and Order, Special Victims Unit, 2010, showed that her talent and charm were still strong after all these years. In 2015, she played the lead part again in the Hallmark Channel movie Bridal Wave, showing that she still had grace and charm. As complicated and interesting as Jaclyn Smith's work in Hollywood, her path through marriage and love was also. Smith is known for how graceful, strong, and beautiful she is. Her personal life is a story of strength, sadness, and finally, lasting happiness. She married star Roger Davis in her first marriage. They were both interested in the theater business when they met. Before Smith's fame, on November 29, 1968, they said their vows. Davis, who was known for his parts in movies and TV shows, seemed like the perfect match for the aspiring actress. They dealt with the stresses of life in Hollywood together, but as the years went by, working two hard jobs started to wear them down. After being married for more than 6 years, they asked for a divorce on January 15, 1975. Jaclyn had to make a tough choice, but it was the start of a new period in her life and work. Soon after, love came back into her life. Jaclyn and Daniel Cole got married on October 29, 1978. People thought they were one of the most beautiful couples of the time, and their marriage had all the glitz and glitter of Hollywood. And even though they looked nice and worked in the same field, the marriage started to fall apart because of their busy schedules and different personalities. Their marriage ended on July 23, 1981. Smith had to go through the pain of divorce again, but it made her strong enough to trust love again. In just a few months, Jaclyn started one of the most important relationships of her life. On August 4, 1981, she married Anthony Richmond, a skilled British photographer and director. They gave Jaclyn a family, skills, and happiness after they got married. A daughter named Spencer Margaret was born on December 4, 1985, and was just as graceful and beautiful as her mother. A son named Gaston Richmond was born on March 19, 1982, and would become a photographer like his father. At one point, Jaclyn seemed to have it all: a satisfying job, a loving husband, and 2 cute children. Behind the scenes, though, the marriage was getting worse. The couple's painful split in 1989 got a lot of attention. It is said that Jaclyn paid $4 million to get full control of her children. This choice showed how dedicated she was as a mother. Her family was the most important thing to her, and she was dedicated to giving her son and daughter a safe and caring home life. She had years of ups and downs with her emotions before she found real happiness with famous heart surgeon Dr. Brad Allen, who made her life stable and peaceful. They got married on October 11, 1997, which isn't very common in Hollywood. They've been together ever since. The two of them have always loved, respected, and helped each other a lot. In 2003, Jaclyn was told she had breast cancer. Brad stayed with her the whole time. She was getting treatment and getting better. Jaclyn beat the cancer in the end because they were brave and worked together. There's been a lot of talk in Hollywood for decades about the rumored relationship between Tony Curtis and Jaclyn Smith, Charlie's Angel. Fans and the media were interested in rumors that the two had a short but intense relationship, even though they are known for keeping their personal lives secret. But Jaclyn Smith, who is known for being classy, honest, and calm, recently decided to address the rumors that have been going around for a long time. Her words gave a unique look into the private lives of the calm public image she was trying to show. Many people were shocked when Jaclyn Smith kindly confirmed what many people had only thought. "Tony and I had something in common," she said in a calm and thoughtful way. "Yes," she said. "I never planned for it to become public because it was a private moment that was beautiful but short-lived." No one in Hollywood's nostalgic circles thought the beautiful actress would talk about something she had kept secret for a long time, so her confirmation made a lot of noise. Smith always made sure that what she said was carefully chosen to show that their relationship was based on love, respect, and a shared interest in art, not an affair. In the late 1970s, she met Tony Curtis for the first time at a charity event in Beverly Hills. He fell in love with the young actor right away. The actor was already famous in Hollywood for his parts in Sweet Smell of Success and Some Like It Hot. She was just becoming famous for her role as Kelly Garrett on Charlie's Angels. Smith remembered that Tony had a great personality. It was hard to ignore how intense he seemed. He could light up a room just by walking into it. And it wasn't just because of who he was. Smith says that the friendly talk about movies, art, and the stresses of being famous quickly turned into something more personal, but still proper and safe. Smith says that Curtis was both strong and tender, a man who was torn between being sensitive, which not many people saw, and charismatic, which many people liked. She said that everyone only knew the movie star. However, Tony was a tough guy. He cared about people, was funny, and smart. One minute he could quote Shakespeare, and the next he would laugh so hard. She said that their relationship wasn't really about love in the usual Hollywood sense. Instead, it was about finding common ground in a field where people often felt alone despite their success. In spite of this, Jaclyn Smith made sure the bond wasn't too emotional. "It wasn't a great love affair or anything that would change the course of our lives," she said. "It was just two people meeting at the right time, sharing something special, and then moving on." It was said that the two stayed friends for a long time after their short relationship ended. In the past, Curtis showed love for Smith. He was known for getting along with women. "People in this town have forgotten what kindness is like she does," he said. Smith gave a thoughtful answer when asked why she decided to confirm the claims after all these years. "I think as time goes by, you start to see your life with more clarity," she added. Tony was a famous actor and director who had a big impact on many people's lives, including mine. As Smith thought back on that time, she was thankful for the lessons she had learned from Curtis. "I no longer wanted the story to be misrepresented or elevated to a significant level. It was time to speak the truth, not for the sake of gossip, but for the sake of honesty." Her quiet dignity throughout the conversation served as a reminder of why she had long been thought of as one of Hollywood's most elegant people. Tony struggled with being seen as only a celebrity when, in reality, he was a serious artist and performer. "He taught me that fame can be both a blessing and a curse," she said. "I learned from seeing him how important it is to stay calm and value real connections over temporary romance." Even though their relationship was short, it changed both of their lives. "In a very human way," Smith said. "We cared for each other. Not as stars or people trying to make headlines, but just as two people who found comfort in each other's company for a while." When Jaclyn Smith thinks about what happened, she feels love and memories. "I remember him with love and respect," she said in a soft voice. "Even though it was short, I feel lucky that our paths crossed in such a meaningful way. He was one of the best." She told the truth with the poise for which she was known, and it wasn't because she was embarrassed. It was because she was mature and had thought about what had happened behind the scenes of the major event. Rumors spread faster than facts in the entertainment business, But Jaclyn Smith's honesty reminded everyone that even Hollywood stars have brief encounters that stick with them. Not because they were exciting, but because they were real.